Hello everybody, my name is Stuck the Duck, also known as Tucker, and welcome to the 1000 subscriber Q&A. Let's get started, shall we? What is your favorite food? I actually have 3 answers to this question. I have chicken, any form of chicken, pancakes I absolutely adore, even when it's not breakfast, just any type of day, give me pancakes, and then mozzarella sticks. Who's your biggest inspiration for streaming, YouTube, and life in general? I really like Bo Burnham as far as like talent-wise and as far as his message. A big one is also Matt Diavella, who's a YouTuber who focuses on things like minimalism and efficiency of life. Big fan of that sort of thing as well. I'm making a dropless tune. Can I join your boarding group? Absolutely not. Drop should be a requirement for all tunes in any Toontown server, period. Do you plan on making any IRL non-gaming content like you did on your previous channel? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I used to have a channel called Stucktheduck'S. It's actually still live. And you can see it, you can go to it. If you're gonna go watch any of the videos on that channel, either watch Pizza, Mother's Day Special, or the animation. Just don't watch anything else because everything else is just yikes. But yes, I do plan on making some IRL content. It's a little bit interesting. You just stay tuned. It's a little bit far in the future, but I do have some pretty interesting things planned as far as like non-gameplay content. Just, you know, keep your eyes out for it. How did you feel when TTO was closing? I was kind of pissed off about it, but it was kind of funny because literally like I think 6 months to 12 months before it closed, I actually got terminated on TTO for using an injector. I was a stupid 13-year-old kid. I was using some stupid program to make my tune do weird things. It didn't actually hack the game's like server. It was just a client-side stupid injector. And yeah, I got terminated from Toontown Online. Fun fact about Stuck the Duck that you now know, I was terminated. What keeps you motivated to stream and produce videos? Because it's what I want my job to be, honestly. The idea of slaving away to 9 to 5 makes me want to die. Even if I have to spend more time on making YouTube videos and spending more time on content creation than I would at a regular job, if it was my job, I would actually really care about what I'm doing and feel like what I'm doing is actually meaningful, unlike some stupid 9 to 5 where I feel like I'm just, you know, plucking away at nothing. Ooh, incoming Molly with 10 back-to-back questions. All right, let's do this rapid fire style. What's your favorite thing about being a content creator? I get to make whatever I want and make people laugh and smile and feel good about their day. If there's anything you could change about the world society standards, what would it be? Oh, frick, that's a deep question. Alternate forms of education for people with different kinds of minds than the standard. So like people with ADHD, people with autism. Better education services to get those people far in life. The same as someone with a college degree. A complete overhaul of the American education system. Where do you see yourself in 2022? Streaming more games than just Toontown, but also still Toontown, and working towards Twitch partner. Hot dogs or hamburgers? Hot dogs all the way. Would you rather live with 10 cats or 10 of your most favorite people in your life? 10 of my most favorite people in my life. That would be an absolute dream come true. Did you ever believe you were to make it where you are today? And if so, are you happy with where you are today? As far as content creation, Twitch and YouTube and all that sort of thing, pretty much yes. As far as like who I am as a person, no. I've changed quite a bit dramatically in the last 3 or 4 years, and I'm very happy of who I've become in the last like couple of years because it's so much different than who I was as a teenager. If you could defeat Cogs IRL, what would be your go-to strats to defeating them? I'd find a way to make drop work in real life. What would be the first thing you would do if you woke up being the opposite gender? I'd probably call my boyfriend and tell him that unfortunately this is probably not going to work out. Who is the best character in the amazing world of Gumball?
You Wattersons are banned! Thank you for shopping at Food and Stuff.
And finally, what is your #1 most favorite thing about the Mother Stuckers community? Basically, how we are all really tight-knit, and I can really recognize people in chat. Whenever I'm streaming, I see names and I see commenters on my videos that I've seen for months and months and months and months, and it's so cool to me that people will stick by me for all this time. That's really cool to me. I love that. How do you feel about raising up an epic community, and where do you see in coming weeks, months, or even years? Also, early congrats on 1K. Thank you, Soup Goop. I mean, yeah, I kind of already answered this question, but basically I see the content going farther and farther and farther, expanding to more different games and more variety. And yeah, I'm gonna keep up the quality, keep up the videos and the streams, and we'll see where it goes. I'm aiming high. That's all you need to know. I'm aiming high. Who is your favorite Toontown streamer? Streamer, probably Mega Snoop, and then second would be Coach Z's Evil Twin. As far as content creators in general, though, for Toontown, like, if we're regarding the entirety of the past and not just, like, right now, my very top favorite creator in the Toontown community of all time is Smokin' Foreman. I love his animation so much. And then Loopy Goopy G, there's something about his personality and his commentaries that I love so much. If I were to have any conversation or some sort of interaction with either of those two, I'd be like, hey, when can I go back home to my family? I don't want to be in your basement anymore. That's too bad. You're just gonna have to live with it, but don't worry. I got you some cheese puffs and some Sprite. I'll bring it down after I'm done filming this video. All right, I need to know what hair care products you use for those locks you got. Well, my hair is tied up right now. You can't see my normally voluminous curly hair, but I use Pacifica products, these beautiful, girly, wonderful, luxurious Pacifica curls products, pineapple curls, and absolutely wonderful for my hair. This is the best shampoo and conditioner I've ever used for curly, long hair. It's a little more expensive than what you'd use, but it doesn't have any of that crap that you find in most store brand products. If you're just gonna get anything with no parabens, silicones, or sulfates. Get rid of those three things in any products you use for like the bathroom, hair, anything like that. Just never use that crap. A great brand I recommend that's pretty cheap and gender neutral is Native. They have great deodorant, toothpaste, body wash, and even shampoo now. Absolutely get on that train because what you put on your body legitimately matters. I know a lot of people are really health conscious of what they put in their body. It also matters what you put on your body. So get to it. Skincare routine, hair care routine, get on it. What made you want to get into streaming in the first place? I saw other people do it, and like, it's funny. When I was a content creator, I was a YouTuber for so long, and for the longest time, I didn't really get streaming. I'm like, why would anyone do unedited long footage of no jump cuts, no amazing like edits and explosions and all those things? But I learned that the whole appeal of streaming is that you can interact live with an audience and have a conversation with your viewers. Like, and it's so much more intimate and personal rather than just posting a video and just waiting for people to watch it. You are actually there with the people who look up to you and love love your content. And there's something so magical about that. So as soon as I realized the appeal of streaming, that's when I wanted to get into it. What are some games you can remember you've played the most? Well, Toontown for one, Paper Mario, Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, Pikmin. Pikmin games are some of my favorite games in existence, and Pikmin might be my favorite series of all time. Those games are absolutely incredible, and I also really love Splatoon. Stuck, I'm really curious, what's your experience with the Mother series, aka Earthbound? Yes, so anyone who has me on Discord knows that I have the Lucas icon, like, as all of my profile pictures ever. And that's because I main Lucas in Smash. I have played a little bit of Mother 3, but I didn't get super far. So sadly, I'm not like a huge mega fan of the series. I just really love Lucas as a character, and I like how he feels in Super Smash Bros. What was the longest length you've had for your hair? Right now. So if I actually took my hair, I'm not going to take it down now, but if I took my hair and I like pulled the longest part down, it would go all the way to about here. If I pulled it down, it'd go down to my chest. Will you expand to other forms of content? Of all the other channels under 1,000 subscribers I've seen, you have the most potential to blow up if you just played anything outside of Toontown. First of all, thank you for the compliment. And second of all, yes, I do plan to make on more videos on things like Splatoon, Roblox, Minecraft, but just anything that I feel like would be interesting to make a video on. Yes, I do want to expand. I'm just a little apprehensive because I don't know how much of my audience will follow me. But like I've said before, I'm aiming high. I really want to get somewhere where this content can maybe pay the bills. I don't want to be some rich, crazy, like, look at my mansion, guys. But I want to be able to sustain myself with content creation. I know it's a really hard thing to do, but if I were able to do that, I could focus all of my energy and time into more videos, into more streams, into higher quality stuff, like maybe even short films and animation. Absolutely, I would love to, and I really plan to. We'll see where it goes, but I'm going to try my hardest. That's all you need to know. Will you ever refund your drop? I don't know. Will you ever take your milk and put it in the pantry instead of the refrigerator? Will you ever go into the shower, put soap on you, and not rinse it off? Will you ever go take some Monster Energy and dump it into the gasoline canister of your car? There are just certain things that you don't do in life, and refunding drop is one of them. Can you backflip? I'd probably try to backflip once, crack my head open, and die. So, yes? What are the origins of your username? So it's funny, I was actually in Toontown Infinite way back in the day, but I didn't play TTR first. I played Toontown Infinite. And in Toontown Infinite, I was known as Tuck the Duck, and then my multi-toon was Luck the Duck. Tuck the Duck and Luck the Duck. And when I came over to Toontown Rewritten, I was like, well, I don't want to reuse a tune. I want to make a separate tune from those two. So I was like, what rhymes with those words that isn't profanity? Stuck the Duck. I could have done Truck the Duck, I guess. But I made Stuck the Duck in TTR, and he became my main tune in TTR, and just ever since then, the name sort of stuck. What is your most controversial food opinion? I just don't really like red meat outside of like a really good steak. So like things like hamburgers and tacos and burritos, I really don't like any of those things. What equipment or software to use in making your videos? Okay, so for microphone, I use the Shure SM7B. For camera, I use the Sony A7 III. Do I recommend either of these things? No! People always ask me about my equipment, and I always give them recommendations because you don't need to buy expensive things to make good videos. For microphone, Razer Siren Mini, get that, it's $50, sounds amazing. USB microphones have gone so far. If you really want to use an XLR microphone, get the Rode Pod mic. And whatever you do, never buy this piece of garbage Blue Yeti. Cameras I'm not super privy on, but sound is more important than camera, and lighting is also more important than camera. So get the Razer Siren, get a decent light to light yourself, and then like get some webcam, and boom, you will be good to go for streaming, YouTube, anything. For software, I use the Adobe suite, but for a cheaper alternative, you can use GIMP for thumbnails and DaVinci Resolve for videos. And then I use OBS with Stream Elements plugin for streaming because I hate Streamlabs with a passion. If you use Streamlabs and you're comfortable with it, that's fine. I always push new streamers to go with Stream Elements because you have so much more versatility. It's just a lot more organized and clean and less buggy to me. I definitely prefer Stream Elements over Streamlabs. Throw or drop, you gotta pick one. I love both of these gags, and I think everyone should have the both, but drop because you can get some insane combo damage on the things like the litigation team. So if I had to pick one, drop for sure, because throwless I can somewhat tolerate, but dropless is always just like a detriment to the entire team. Are you Jimmy Neutron? No. In fact, I'm Jimmy Neutron's future stepdad. Who is your favorite voice actor? Dante Bosco, who voices Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Do you wipe sitting or standing? I actually wipe kneeling. I feel like you can just get so much more coverage when you're kneeling down. It's just so much harder to reach anything else when you're standing or sitting. But when you're kneeling, you really have a lot bigger of a range to get the entire window. So like you spray on the Windex and you go all the way around. And because I'm so tall, kneeling down is much easier to reach the entirety of the window rather than if I was sitting or standing, you know? What is your favorite color? Well, actually, surprisingly, you might be surprised by this. It's not green. My favorite color is blue, like the lapis lazuli blue. And then right under that is like hot pink, like a nice hot pink. Not magenta. I hate magenta. Hot pink is number 2. And then number 3 is like a nice, bold, beautiful red. How do you style your hair? I never know what to do with mine. So many hair questions, but sometimes I just do this, the lazy man bun, which is, you know, that's fun. I just brush into a bun and use a nice product to just slick it back. As far as curls, I already showed you the products that you use, but you also have to have really good technique. People with straight hair, skip this question. This is not for you. But if you have curly hair, only brush or comb your hair when you're in the shower with conditioner in your hair. Do not rinse out conditioner out of your hair when you're done, as long as you didn't use too much. Do not towel dry your hair. Just use a t-shirt and just clump it like this. Just clump it. And lastly, use styling products to make it just hold more, look more defined, and more moisturized. And last but not least, I want to get back into streaming, but I can't find the motivation. What do you do to keep yourself going, so to speak? The short answer is don't overthink it. Don't spend too much time worrying about what might not work, what will work. I mean, take things into consideration. Always take your numbers and viewers and feedback into consideration, but don't get so involved with just stressing about things that you get paralyzed and you stop making things. Just keep on making videos. And if you've never started before, just go for it. Just stop waiting, because the longer you wait, the more you're going to start to overthink things, and the more you're going to worry about things. Just get into it. Be yourself. Don't try to fit some mold. put forth what you like to make. And if you like a video or a stream, if you would enjoy what you are putting out, other people are going to enjoy it too. Don't fabricate anything. Make something that you would want to watch, and people are going to come running for that. And that's unfortunately all the time we have for today. I got a lot of questions. I didn't include them all because I couldn't have time for it, and I got a lot of duplicate questions as well. So I thank everyone who left comments on the video for me to respond to and answer questions for. And also thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. Gosh, it's really great to be able to say that, and I have more things coming, more great videos planned, more awesome adventures in the near future, and I'm glad to see that you guys are as ready for them as I am and anticipating the awesome content, because literally nothing makes me happier than making videos, streaming, and just being my creative self and being my authentic self for videos and things like that. I'm very grateful for this opportunity that you guys have given me. We are just getting started. There is a lot to come, and all I'm gonna say is get excited, because the Stuck the Duck adventure is only just getting started. And yes, as always, I will see you in the playground, losers. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.